Hi and welcome to today's video. My name is Rita. Welcome to my channel 10 Red Lipsticks, and today is going to be my first update for the Deck of Panning project pan. So this project pan was started by Emily and Max, and she has created this really cool game board with really diverse prompts for project panning. So all kinds of things from very high usage goals to specific types of products to, various themes that might inspire you to choose whatever product you like. So you need a deck of cards. The game board switches up every month. Emily was inspired by, I think, Maddie, a bookstagrammer and a book YouTuber. So you need a deck of cards and you need just one joker. I've got two here, so I'm going to take one out and stick that back in the box. Full disclosure, last month I did do this without a joker because I couldn't find a deck of cards and I was just using the internet. So I am going to shuffle. Every month you do draw a new card even if you haven't hit any goals in the previous month, but I have hit some goals, so we'll talk through the products that I had and the prompts that I had last time. But I'm just shuffling these a bit and get that joker stuck in there. And these are kind of nice cards, so they're actually kind of hard to shuffle. But this will do. I keep looking to the wrong side because my phone is the opposite way around to the way it normally is, but that's fine. So I am getting married in 5 days, so that is kind of all that is preoccupying my mind. So I'm happy to be able to film this today, but it's not getting any fancy editing. It's going up as is. Not that I ever do fancy editing, but sometimes I slip in a couple of things or edit out the awkward moments. This is just going to be as is today. So we'll get to the new cards in a moment. I have this beautiful set of cards with these cats on, and they're from Designworks Inc. Musings. I thought they were pretty cute and mew, like a cat might say. So the 5, I can't remember which numbers it was, and the game board changes every month, so it's not really relevant, but I will talk through the different products that I had in and the goals and whether or not I have met them. So, actually, I have met 3 goals. That's exciting. So first up, I had this Gucci bronzer, and I kind of always said that I needed to put this into a project because it's so expensive and fancy, and you can see it has an imprint, so I was kind of reticent to start using it. I love this. My goal is 20 uses. I've used it about 10 times. I really love it. It's so good for fair skin. I am wearing it today. So yeah, thrilled. And a usage goal like 20, I think is really good to just get to know it, and just get over that idea of, oh, I should keep it for a special occasion or whatever. That's nonsense. It'll just expire if I only wear it on special occasions before I can finish it. So I'd rather wear it every day or very often. And I've really been enjoying it. So I have it in the shade 1, which is the palest, and I do find it very good for my pale skin. It's kind of like less of a red orange undertone, more of a slightly pink undertone than other bronzers, so really loving it. Next up, one that I have, so I have not met that goal, and the other goal that I have not met is, I think the prompt for this was indie, and these are my Glam Shop Poland singles, and my goal is just to use every shade once. I haven't used any of them yet, so this is going to be something I'll be working on for the next month, and I think probably it will take me more than a month, especially just these special shades. They're just not everyday shades for me, not because they're not beautiful, and you would have to be looking at somebody to be like, that's a duochrome or whatever, or that's a holographic shade, but because they just are a bit finicky to apply, so I'm not going to put these on when I'm in a rush to go to work or whatever. But yeah, they're really special, they're really pretty. I'm very glad to have this in the project, but I was keeping it simple and easy breezy while I'm in this busy period of life at the minute, and I will get to those next month, the month after, whatever, and get them finished up. So happy to have, but haven't touched them yet. Next up, we'll move into goals that I have met. So I can't remember what the prompt was for this either, but this is the Catrice Next Gen Nudes Pro Slim Eyeshadow Palette in 010 Courage is Beauty. And again, I was trying to no pan left behind, use every shade once. I've done exactly that, and I've literally only used every shade once. So like yesterday, the only shade I had left to use was Bold, and I used Bold in the inner lid, and then I used shades from my Pan That palette to build up the rest of the look. So I didn't even dip into shades twice, even though obviously if you only had the one shimmer, you'd want some mattes and things. I really liked it. It's a subtle formula, but I really love the colour story, and very, very happy with some of the looks. So definitely, you know, an easy breezy everyday neutral palette and good value. And, you know, slim is a great way to describe it. It really, for a bigger palette of 14 shades, it's not taking up a lot of room. So I'm really happy with this. The shimmers aren't quite as shiny as I want, but they're fine, like totally grand, and like I've gotten looks I think are beautiful from it. So very happy. And I did use this provocative, this cool tone. I did like these four as a cool tone look, very happy with that. And I used provocative over a glitter glue, and then I was happy with how shiny it was. So yeah, fan of this, but not like, don't rush out if you aren't in need of a subtle everyday neutral palette, or it's difficult for you to get. It's not life-changing, but it's nice, and I'm glad I have it, and glad I tried every shade. Next, this is the foundation I am wearing today. So this was the prompt where you like do a random number generator of 1 to 5, and if it's 5 you do 50 uses, if it's 1 you do 10 uses, and I'm so lucky I got 1. So I've done 10 uses of this. I'm wearing it today. I love this. So I'm getting married on Saturday. I have a makeup artist. She'll use whatever foundation she wants to use. If I was doing my own makeup, I think I would use this foundation. So it's the Catrice All Matte Shine Control Makeup Oil Free 18-hour mattifying with Evermatte. So I have oily skin. I like a matte finish. This is the shade 010N Natural Light Beige, and it kind of looks a bit grey. And there it is there. I just find it's just much more neutral than some of my other things, and it gives me a very natural finish. It's not too shiny, and being too shiny is my constant problem. Sorry, just getting a tissue to wipe that off before I start getting foundation on everything I own. So very happy with that. I've hit my, oh, the lighting has totally changed. I've hit my 10 use goal on that. Obviously in this project you might roll the same prompt again, so maybe I'll get 50 uses in the future, and then whatever product I pick, that'll be something that takes a long time. But yeah, 10 knocked out, and you can see I had marked where it was before, and it has gone down. I'm actually surprised it hasn't gone down more, but maybe it's like kind of a thick line. You can see it's like, I did it with nail varnish, so maybe it was at the top of that thick line rather than the bottom. But yeah, very happy with that. Love that. One of my favourite foundations. And then finally, I also do remember what this prompt was. It was like, what were your panning goals for the year? And one of my goals is take care of my skin for the wedding, and in general. So I've been panning, trying to finish completely this Bioré UV Watery Gel SPF 50 plus PA+++++. I really like this, great for oily skin. There is a tiny bit left, but there's not enough. Like, I did my face this morning and I couldn't also do my neck. Like, it's not coming out fast enough. So I used a different one on my neck. So I've been like keeping it upside down for like the last week. So I will finish like every last drop. That gravity will help me get out of this. I'm not going to cut it open because it's like kind of hard plastic, and I think will be difficult to cut it open. So I'm going to keep using this, and even if it's like just a little bit of my neck or just my nose or whatever for the next couple of days, and I use a different SPF for the rest of my face, that's fine. But I'm considering this finish now because I can't do my full face with it anymore. So that means we've hit 3 goals. This is partially because I set achievable goals and I got very lucky with the random number generator last time. But 3 goals, so I believe that means I pull 3 new cards. So I'm going to pull them, tell you what they are, and then I'm going to go read the spreadsheet and come back to you. So I've got my full deck here. It is all totally shuffled, mostly from this method because the cards kind of stick to each other. Or let me see if I can do like my more traditional shuffle. Yeah, it's just hard to get them to like, because they're like a matte finish, you know. So anyway, got the deck, and we've got the 8 of clubs first up. Da, 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 da. Shuffle again, cut again, and we've got the Jack of Spades. Geez, it is hard to remember the names of the 2 black suits. That is ridiculous. Spades and clubs are shapes I don't deal with in my everyday life, you know. So shuffle again, cut again, and the 8 of Hearts. So those are the 3 new cards. I'm going to go and read the prompts, and then I'll come back and tell you the prompts and what product and goal I'm setting to meet those prompts. Okay, I am back. I have looked up what the prompts are and picked the products. So first off, I had the 8 of clubs. So that is mini or sample product. I pick minis a lot, and I have, you know, completely panned the Becca mini face setting powder in a project last year and things like that. So I often, you know, feel great and I'm achieving great, hitting goals all the time, etc., doing really well in my projects with minis. So I thought this time I would set myself a more difficult goal and use a different type of mini. So I picked a makeup mini. So this is the Laura Geller Baked Highlighter in French Vanilla. This is my favourite highlighter. It's what I have on today. It is very, very subtle, and that's why I love it. I know other people kind of just use this as a setting powder and things like that. You can see the colour is this, you know, warm, light colour. I love this so much. So I'm going to set myself a high goal of 50 uses. Not to hit pan or anything like that with baked products. That's very difficult. So I think 50 uses for something I really love, and it'll be interesting to see, does it look any different after 50 uses? I'd say I've used it 50 times already. Like, I love this, I use it all the time, and it does look more used than when I got it, but like not by that much. So I'm looking forward to seeing if we can make any kind of a dent in this in 50 uses. I wouldn't say so. It is a mini at 1.8 grams or 0.06 ounces, made in Italy, like her baked blushes and things. So, and I got it in TK Maxx. I'm excited to see what 50 uses looks like on this mini. I'm gonna guess not a whole lot, but we'll have to see in several months. It's going to take me a while to reach that goal. So that's first. Next, or I don't know if this is the order I pulled the cards in, but anyway, next is the 8 of Hearts, and the prompt for that is vacation. We call them holidays here, but something that reminds you of a trip, or you got on a trip, or works, I don't know if works well for travel, but any of those things. So I have pulled the Natasha Denona Glam Face Palette. I got this, my soon-to-be mother-in-law got me this as a gift when we were in England last September visiting family, and I love it. I think it is so beautiful, and I'm planning to ask my makeup artist to use this on Saturday for my wedding to do my makeup. So I am setting a goal, not a crazy high goal, but of 15 uses for this, because it is one of those, you know, fancy products that it's not my money, it was a gift, but I do want to get the value out of by using it. And it's such an easy breezy everyday colour story, so gorgeous. And I really like the blush. The highlighter is a bit intense for me. I do like the highlighter for if I want that very intense highlighter look, but that's just not an everyday for me. But I want to use that 15 times, so that's that one. And next, the Jack of Spades, the prompt is phone a friend. Oh, the lighting. dramatic clouds going on here. The prompt for Jack of Spades is phone a friend, and you can have social media pick, or you can do a poll on your Instagram, or ask other planners or things like that. But my sister and her girlfriend are downstairs and they're staying with us for the wedding, so I decided to get my sister to pick something for me, and she had a look through my drawers here and she was kind of like, oh, what kind of thing should it be? And I was like, well, you know, see what you think, anything you're interested in. And what she would like is to see me do some more colourful eyeshadow looks. So she picked this JCat Beauty palette, Extreme Access Pocket Shadow palette in Pops of Paparazzi. We were kind of talking about what should the goal be, and we came up with together. She basically wants me to use these colours not just as like little hints or little accents. She wants me to like do colourful looks. So I thought a good goal would be that I do have to use every shade at least once, but that I'm going to do 5 looks from this palette and use the colours and do colourful looks. So I think that'll be really fun, and it's such a good idea from her, and will push me outside of my comfort zone. So I'm very excited about that. Yeah. So those are my 3 new goals. And then I'm still working on the Glam Shop singles and the... forgetting everything else that exists. What is the other thing I'm still working on? The Gucci bronzer, which I put away in my drawer. I have hit 10 uses and I'm trying to get up to 20 uses on that. So exciting. I'd say next month probably the Gucci bronzer will be the only goal I've met. I wouldn't say any of the eyeshadow, and obviously definitely not 50 uses. There won't be 50 days between now and the 20th of March. So yeah, really looking forward to this. Now a few things to sink my teeth into now for the next few months. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to Emily for running the project, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.